I got black, I got white, what you want? Hop outside the ghost and hop up in the phantom. I know I'm about to blow, whoa, whoa, I ain't dumb. Yo, what's up everyone, this is Blue Nova and I'm here to bring you guys a new tutorial over Lil Tecca's song, Ransom. I know this tutorial is far beyond what it's supposed to be at. I know I should post this a very long time ago, but I haven't. The vocal kit is available on bluenovabeats.com if you want to jump straight to it. For this tutorial, it's gonna be very short and it won't include the instrumental just because of copyright and all the other stuff. So I'm just gonna show you guys how to get the same quality as Lil Tecca and just how to get your tonality to that level. So let's go ahead and jump into it. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell notification icon so that you're notified every time there's a new video. So let's turn off everything we have right here on the master. We're gonna work right here with the lead. So we're gonna turn off all these other effects and we are going to highlight this area where it starts. All right, now we'll begin. So with auto-tune, you wanna have your auto-tune to the input type. You wanna have it on low male voice. The key, you wanna have it on E flat, and the scale, have it on major. Retune speed, you want to have it around like 10 or 5. It really depends. But Lil Tecca in general, his voice has a good amount of auto-tune, but just enough to correct it because he's already very monotone whenever he's projecting his voice. So 10 or 5 on the retune speed is good. All these other settings, you can freeze the screen and copy it. My auto-tune version is very old, so you just want to translate all these other knobs to whatever you have. So this was going to sound like with just auto-tune. I got black, I got white, what you want? Hop outside the ghost and hop up in the phantom. I know I'm about to blow, whoa, whoa, I ain't dumb. They try to take my flow, I take that for ransom. All right. If you don't have auto-tune, then you can use Picture in FL Studio, and you just want to set the key to D sharp and the scale major, and just have the speed to a little bit past medium, and it'll do the exact same thing. Aside from that, we have a Fruity limiter, but we're just using the compressor on it. So once you have the Fruity limiter, go click on compress, go to ratio, turn the ratio to about 2:1. The knee, I turn it all the way to the right, and the threshold, I just drop it down to where it's around the peaks of the vocals, but really just to make sure that it's consistent and making sure everything is moving properly throughout the entire level process. So this was gonna sound like and look like. I got black, I got white, what you want? Hop outside the ghost and hop up in the phantom. I know I'm about to blow, whoa, whoa, I ain't dumb. They try to take my flow, I take that for ransom. So even with this, you can see as far as how I compress the vocals, there's a little bit, with the compression, I may have did it a little bit in excess, but that's because with rapping very monotone, you want to make sure you're compressing to around the lowest peaks of your vocals, so that the compressor is limiting those certain areas. So that's the reason why I went that far, because I want to make sure the lower tones in my vocals were being compressed all together with every single region. So that's what I did. The next thing is a Fruity Parametric Eq2. Now with this EQ, Lil Tecca's voice in this song is pretty thin, and what you want to do when you have like a low voice like this, you want to make sure that you can bring up the high end frequency so that there's clarity in your vocals. Your vocals are already pretty low, so you need to bring that clarity in it with his voice. So what I did, I boosted in the 6,000, around the 6,000 region. I boosted that up to around 9 decibels. All these other areas I cut around the 100, dropped that down, 128. 255, 349, and a little bit in the 500. I never usually cut too much in 500, but I just did just to make sure that we got something similar to Lil Tecca. So this is what the vocals would sound like with the Parametric EQ2. I got black, I got white, what you want? Hop outside the ghost and hop up in the phantom. I know I'm about to blow, whoa, whoa, I ain't dumb. All right. After that, we have another Parametric EQ2. My process usually with EQing, I usually always have 2 EQs. The first one is usually to cut and boost a little bit, but this one is just to add a little bit more what I think would be best. So what I did is just rolled off a little bit more on the low end. Just did a little bit more dipping in these nasally and boxy sounding regions, and I just had to tune in on the Q meter on it and just make sure that it was sharp, and just went around the frequency. Did some frequency sweeping until I found what sounded bad. Right here in the 2K region, I boosted that a little bit, boosted that to about 2.4 decibels. And right here in the 8K region, I boosted that even a little bit more. So that's around 4 decibels. So this is what it sounds like with the second EQ. I got black, I got white, what you want?
Hop outside the ghost and hop up in a phantom. I know I'm about to blow, whoa, whoa, I ain't dumb.
All right. After that, we have a fruity limiter. What this is gonna do, we're gonna completely bring the ceiling down to -3. Make sure your release is all the way down, because the release will make sure that too much of your vocals aren't being compressed off, or it helps to make sure that the natural presence of the audio is still there. So that's the reason why the release is brought down to 0. The gain, just push your gain up to it's hitting the peak of your vocals, and that's my process with it. So this is what the vocals will sound like with the limiter.
I got black, I got white, what you want? Hop outside the ghost and hop up in a phantom. I know I'm about to blow, whoa, whoa, I ain't dumb. They try to take my flow, I take that for ransom.
All right. After that, we have a De-Esser by Waves, and what I did is just have the audio split frequency at 5,506. Sidechain, make sure to put it on high pass, and the monitor, I just have it on audio. Now the threshold, you're just going to bring the threshold down to where it's taking care of the sibilance in your vocals. So I'm going to play it and you guys will hear it.
I got black, I got white, what you want? Hop outside the ghost and hop up in a phantom. I know I'm about to blow, whoa, whoa, I ain't dumb.
And if you don't have De-Esser by Waves, you can use Maximus. I also what I did is really just went in using Maximus and just did some limiting on the high band frequency, and this kind of it really just compresses the high end so that there's not too much sibilance in it. Aside from that, all I did was just add a fruity reverb, and this was gonna sound like with it. With the fruity reverb, Lil Tecca's vocals are, you don't want an insane amount. You don't want the decay time to go too far, because they're not really like singing vocals. They're just kind of like melodic rap. So you want the decay time to be at around 1 second. The stereo width of it, I turned it all the way to 100, which you want to turn this knob all the way to the left. The wet level, I put that at 30%. And right here with the low cut, just kept that straight down the middle. And then the high cut is at 1.1 kilohertz. So this is what the vocals will sound like with all these effects.
I got black, I got white, what you want? Hop outside the ghost and hop up in a phantom. I know I'm about to blow, whoa, whoa, I ain't dumb.
All right. After that, what you want to do is just right click, go to file, save mixer track state as. You want to left click and drag it onto the next mixer insert where you have your vocals linked. And what this is going to do is going to replicate all these effects and put it onto the next insert. The only thing that's going to be different with Lil Tecca's highlights in his vocals, you can kind of hear there's a different set in there. So I'm going to go ahead and play for you guys before I get in depth with it. So this is what it will sound like.
What you want? In a phantom. I ain't dumb.
So you guys will notice that in Lil Tecca's highlight vocals that it sounds very wide and there's almost like a doubler on it. So what I did is I added a fruited delay too, because I noticed that there's delay in those highlight vocals. So these are the settings you want to have with the tempo being set at 180. The other thing aside from that, the most important thing is to have the doubler 2 stereo from Waves, and these are the settings that I had. Initially it should load up like this, but the only difference is that I rolled off some of the low end up to around 62, and right here in the 4K region I just boosted that up to where it matches right here. So that's what will be the difference as opposed to the lead vocal. The very last thing, which is also very important, since it's a highlight vocal, you don't want to clash too much with your lead vocal. So you want to roll off a little bit more of the low end and also a little bit of the top end, so that your lead vocals are shining right here in the higher frequency and has a little bit of room in the lower frequency. But we're just giving that some room, and these are just supposed to be for support, just to make sure it has some more feeling and energy to it. So this is what it sounds like together, and the only thing on the master is the Fruity Convolver. Now what the Fruity Convolver does is acts as a, I guess you could say, as an EQ brick wall. And in every song nowadays, every song is cut to around 15,000 kilohertz. So you wanna make sure that's set. You wanna make sure that's on your master channel. The last thing is the Fruity Soft Clipper, but since we're not having the instrumental being played, then you won't really hear too much since the vocals are lower than 0 decibels. But if you want to hear the full thing, like I said, just go to bluenovabeats.com, go to the store, click vocal presets, and you can hear the full thing and get the entire kit with my vocals inside. So we're gonna play the vocal set all together.
I got black, I got white, what you want? Hop outside the ghost and hop up in a phantom. I know I'm about to blow, whoa, whoa, I ain't dumb. They try to take my flow, I take that for ransom. I know that I'm gone.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I did to get the vocal effects of Lil Tecca. If you want this entire folder, just go to the site and you can get it. I'm gonna try to be more consistent with you guys. I know I have been off my game with music just throughout August. I don't know, music wasn't really that important to me at the time, which is very rare. First time it's really ever happened, but no, I'm just trying to pray over it, just see where it's at in my life, just see exactly what it is I'm supposed to be doing. And yeah, I appreciate you guys for even watching this video. Just make sure to thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Also, if you need your song mixed and mastered, just go to bluenotebeats.com, go to the contact form on the very bottom, and just send me a message there, and I'll reply to you with the decent time I can get everything back to you. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you all on the next video.